Hello everyone and welcome to Formula Drift's Inside Clips, presented by Men's Journal for the week of June 15th. I'm your host, Lorette Nickel. Chelsea DeNofa has had some time to reflect on his perfect weekend from Orlando. And after securing the #1 qualifying position, battling all the way through the event, and then clinching that win, Chelsea said, "This was my first perfect weekend in Formula Drift, and to be honest, I hadn't even realized it until Frederick Osbo mentioned it at the ceremony. When I'm at events, it's just focusing on the next battle and making adjustments to have the best odds of winning. The adjustments we made lined up to achieve that perfect event statistically, even though there were things to improve on with my driving each run." You may also have watched Chelsea and Vaughn Gittin Jr. shredding at Adam LZ's 30-acre compound in Florida recently. Well, I asked Chelsea what led to the collaboration, and he said that after a visit to see Adam earlier in the year, he really encouraged Vaughn to also schedule a trip. Well, naturally the creative ideas started to shape up. He mentioned there were a lot of close calls. "Let me paint the picture," he said. "Imagine driving a 100 horsepower go-kart on a windy sidewalk through the woods, add buildings, then add 2 of your friends that are trying to bump you basically the entire time. While all that's happening, imagine it's your friend's biggest investment you're sliding around. Then add the fact that you're driving a car that takes a team of the best people 6 months to build and costs as much as a house." So, gang, exclusive to Inside Clips and not seen anywhere else, check this out. Lastly, Chelsea's parting words were this: "Big thanks to everyone in drifting right now, small or big. Everyone who's watching should make it a habit to focus on where the sport is going next. Let's take it to the moon. We're in the golden age of this motorsport, and if everyone thinks twice about what they're doing to support it, the sky isn't the limit, and this golden age will be endless." Chelsea thanks. Justin Pawlak has been continuing to make headway on cleaning up his car and rebuilding the engine from the oil down in the Final Four battle in Orlando. He sent photos of the process to us and said, "We're not 100% certain on the failure, but we have made several changes to our setup that should avoid having the issue we experienced last event. We're continuing to work on a solution and are gaining more data and can only continue moving forward until we have a bulletproof setup." And surprisingly, there was less damage than he originally thought, saying, "I can't believe the lack of damage to the oiling system considering the amount of oil that was lost. I have to say, I'm extremely impressed by the Lucas Oil stabilizer that we use in the engine. I feel that was a saving grace in keeping the oil on the cams and valve train. All things considered, it looked very good." Heading into E-Town, Justin and the team have put the spare engine in, and the car will be on the rollers at MA Motorsports this week. They will also disassemble the old engine and will continue to look into the failure to see what they can salvage from it. Justin, thanks. As we head to Englishtown, New Jersey for round 2 of Prospec and round 3 of Pro, E-Town holds a beloved place in the heart of 3-time champ Chris Forsberg. He said, "E-Town has been a very special place to me as it's where I really learned how to drift. I met most of my longtime friends there and we still have amazing times together at this track." And gang, did you know that Chris was instrumental in getting FD to the Old Bridge Township Raceway Park? It's true. Chris and track owner Mike Knapp discussed the concept of a dedicated drift stadium. And Mike Knapp built just that inside the drag race bleachers. So after that, Chris flew from New Jersey to California, pitched the idea to president of FD Jim Lau, and the idea was born to bring the FD gang to the new custom track. Heck yes, Chris, great job. We're so excited to be heading to the Garden State this weekend. Now some Prospec news. Defending Pro 2 champion Dmitry Brutsky checked in and sent this note saying, "Orlando was fun and a good start to the season. Before round 1, I did put some pressure on myself and my goal at a minimum was to podium. So that was a success. There's always room for improvements and we did learn from some of our mistakes and are ready to be better for next round. In between these rounds, we're upgrading some of the parts on the car. Dimitri has also driven a few laps at E-Town and said driving E-Town before with a similar layout definitely helps and makes me feel better going into round 2. He's excited to see everybody soon. Dimitri, best of luck. Looking forward, Ryan Sage, VP and co-founder of Formula Drift, recently spent some time at the Lake Erie Speedway in Erie, Pennsylvania, which will host round 4 of the Pro Formula Drift Championship in July. And he's going to give us an inside look and tell us what we can expect. Ryan?
Awesome. Yeah, thank you, Lorette. Well, we're really excited to talk about Erie, Pennsylvania. It's a brand new addition for the 21 schedule. And when we first were looking at this marketplace, we were really excited about what was going on with the venue. Many people may be familiar with this venue, and a lot also may not. It's smack dab in the middle of Cleveland, Buffalo, New York, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, right on Lake Erie. It's a really awesome venue. It's very Irwindale-esque. It has a large grandstand, a huge VIP section, and brand new pavement that we were able to see firsthand when we did the track tour just a few weeks ago. So we're really excited to check out this new area. I think fans will really dig it and enjoy it, and hopefully create some new fans in this place of the country that we really never have been to before. So I'm sure we'll be putting up some photos, some videos, and trying to tease out the event as much as possible as we get closer. But we're looking forward to going to Erie in the next month or so. Thanks.
Thanks very much, Ryan. I'm so excited to see it in person. Okay, gang, I sure appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you in New Jersey this weekend.